Hello and good morning. Welcome to your daily tarot readings on Friday, the 24th of July. I'm doing them from the Mythic Tarot. Now, I don't have the box because I have had these for absolutely years and I keep them in this wooden box. I think it's the second tarot deck I ever got. The first one I got was from my friend when I was like 11 years old. Weird, really weird. A weird thing, right? Okay, let's get our readings for today, for Friday, the 24th of July. This has been an interesting week of readings. The angels have been attempting to explain that we are sovereign beings, whether we realize it or not, and that we all need to fight for others' sovereignty, fight for our sovereignty, and to ensure that we're not being taken advantage of by others, really. It's been I think it's been very powerful. I will be rewatching them because I'm intrigued by what the angels said, actually. But yeah, it really would do us all well to really start to think about what it means to be in this world and what we really kind of contracted in our blueprints to do and to learn and to see. And it's interesting for me because I do know what's about to occur because the angels will tell me, and I still doubt them. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, really? What? Yeah, is it just going to not happen? And they're like, yeah, no. They're like, this will happen now instead, or the people will have their voice, and at the moment we're learning to be less managed. The human being, the collective, the people are learning to say what they want the world to look like. And at the moment, we're not quite sure what that is. So it's about really feeding that back to whoever makes policy that, this is how we want our world to look. And we don't really want to be living in a world where we're fearful every time we step out the front door that you or someone else or cyber criminals are going to be attacking our privacy, our lives. This whole technological advance that we've got at the moment, so much cyber stuff is occurring. It's nonsensical. Why create more crime? Oh yeah, maybe because that's where money gets made. I don't know, but it seems very nonsensical to me and really counterintuitive as well. But there's a lot in this week's readings, and if you didn't get all that, what I've just said, please rewatch them all until it really kind of because that goes inside, so you can ask your soul what you came here to do, because if you're watching these readings, there's something that you need to do as you move along. Now, I cannot believe we've got a duplicate. We've got the Queen of Pentacles again. We had her at the beginning of the week. We had her on Monday. So she's here to close it up with, you are the sovereign being. You are the one that makes your own decisions. You do not need to allow others to make your decisions for you. Angels. We brought this card again because we want you to really tune into what it means to be in your full aspect. Really speaking your mind and allowing your spiritual self to come forward. So the angels are also saying that this isn't about misconstruing what spirituality is. Often what happens, they're saying, is spiritual people tend to get really bogged down by needing to bring their views out of how spiritual things are and what is the right spiritual way to do things. But actually, the angels are saying spiritual is just being from love-centric energy, being from the heart, playing your heart song, moving from what is heart-centric. And then the angels are saying once you do that, life will start to become more dynamic, more powerful. And that power that is displayed in that is it's what gives you your sovereignty and your autonomy, and it's what makes you part of the connected collective. You see, we've been trained through conditioning and over our life, and that's everyone, by the way. We've been trained to live in a system that isn't necessarily good for our health, good for our well-being, that kind of thing. So what we're learning right now, and these are baby steps, remember, is we're learning and we're trying to understand how we'd all like to live together. What will that look like? But we first need to find our sovereign, autonomous self in order to create that. Yeah. Okay. Then the next card is the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords often means an operation, right? Swords often come in on an operation. Yet, I'm getting something different here, and I'm getting that the angels are saying that what this is actually is like you beginning from a space where you're willing to powerfully speak your needs. And the angels say not everything comes on the back of peaceful love. If you know anything about the Krishna story with Arjuna and Arjuna fighting, and Arjuna saying, well, how can I be spiritual and then war? Well, actually, sometimes we do need to put our foot down. We do need to say, no, enough of that. That's not how we want to be. That's not how we want to live. Now, look, I can't tell you that all of our efforts are going to work. I can't know that. The angels don't even know that actually, because they're saying it's not been, the things haven't happened to see where it's going. But I'm saying to them, isn't everything written in stone? But they're just laughing and they're not telling me. But they're saying, but actually, this power here is about you becoming a new strong version of yourself that won't put up with rubbish. You won't put up with people dictating to you, telling you what to do, how you need to be. Don't you think? Don't you think, you can do it my way? No, I don't want to do it your way. Why are you even telling me your way? Because I've decided it'd be good like this. I would like to do this for myself. Then, after we've got all of our stuff perfectly in cohesion, then we move from a space of our own loving aspect. Then we start supporting the collective vision, working with the collective vision because we're strong. Now, while that's all going on, and if you've got people in your life that think that they are your baseline structure and your director, no, they're not your director. No direction. This is about us moving together as a cohesive lot, moving together peacefully, working in actual sympathy and love with one another so that we can create something that we'll all be proud of. So, yes, there may need to be a few broken eggs as we step into a new dimension of awareness as we grow into what we're going to be. That does mean you becoming more powerful in a new space where you do not surrender you in order to be accepted across everything. Yeah, it really kind of reminds me of something that went on in my life over the years. And I've always been one of these people. I've been a bit of a yes person. I never really knew I was, but I was. For sure I was. And I desperately wanted to be liked, to make people happy and that kind of thing. And this person pushed me quite categorically to a point where I went, no way do you get to tell me what to do. No way do you push me around like this. Who gets to do that to other people? And that was when I realized I allow it so deeply that I am not, and that creates sacral and solar plexus issues, right? So yeah, again, if you want to know any more about that, do hit me up with a message. My chakra course teaches you how to heal those aspects within you. Right, my lovely, it's the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords has come again. So we've got two duplicates here. And the angels are saying we are compounding the message we've already told you. Be ready to pick up the sword if you need to. Be calm when you need to. Be strong when you need to. Speak your mind when you need to. Say what needs to be said. But the bigger piece of this puzzle is becoming the sovereign, authentic version of you that's autonomous and lives a life of peace. Because peace is the answer to each of these spaces. We can only be sovereign and high vibration if we're in peace space. Control and dominance and living in that kind of atmospherics is not the answer. Okay, my lovelies, there you go. That's your reading. It's for Friday, the 24th of July. Namaste, everyone. Have a gorgeous, gorgeous Friday. Have a gorgeous weekend. I will see you on Monday. I'm very excited for that. If you are interested, like I say, in my chakra course, do let me know because it's really I'd really like to get it out again at the end of the year for the next cohort, which will be cohort 5. Can't believe it's cohort 5. Is that right? No, cohort 4. Cohort 4. I'm jumping ahead. Cohort 4, all about stability, right? So yes, so you can really, really learn how to heal these areas that are we're literally all working through as a huge collective mass. But yeah, if you do the course, you will actually start learning how to manage your own stuff as well. And the good thing about it is you get to keep the portal that we work with, so you can work through it again and again and again. Anyway, my lovelies, have a gorgeous, gorgeous weekend. I'm sending you all so much love. Take care of yourselves. Namaste again. If I've done it already, sending you deep love. Take care. Love you all.